Hi, I'm Justin Baston, Senior Principal Engineer here at Dell Technologies, and I'm joined with
Bruce Klenk, Product Manager for PowerMax for Mainframe.
Today, Bruce and I are going to talk about a new innovation for mainframe customers using PowerMax called Cyber Intrusion Detection for Z Systems. Bruce, as a product manager of PowerMax, what mainframe products does Dell provide that could be leveraged for cyber resiliency?
Thanks for the question, Justin. I talked to a lot of customers around cyber resiliency. As of today, some of the products include four really key foundational pieces. SnapVX, which is the innovative foundation that enables customers to obtain very granular point-in-time recovery points and do so space efficiently so as to keep costs down and enable fast recovery. Data Protector for Z Systems, or ZDP, which provides an automated way to take those consistent snap sets of data and do so down to even every 5 minutes. Cyber Protection for Automation for Z Systems, or zCPA, which provides an automated way to populate a cyber vault, and we're seeing more and more of our customers interested in creating cyber vaults. And our newest tool, which we're going to talk about today, Cyber Intrusion Detection for Z Systems, or zCID.
Well, that's quite a few acronyms there, Bruce. But being that zCID is new, let's focus on that. So what is zCID?
zCID is a no-charge feature and really an industry first. Developed jointly based on a lot of customer conversations and feedback due to the threat of cyber attacks on corporate data that we see reported every day. It leverages the key items I mentioned earlier, Dell's existing mainframe cybersecurity ecosystem, which all began really with SnapVX back in 2014, the Data Protector for Z Systems, also an industry first 8 years ago.
So Bruce, give us some behind-the-scenes insight on why zCID was invented.
Sure, Justin. As you may already know, the mainframe team's been really pioneering in cyber resiliency protection and recovery since 2015, when we began shipping ZDP. ZDP's first objective actually was to protect from logical data corruption, something like an application error. Cybercrime wasn't really making major headlines before 2015. However, around 2015, as we launched, cybercrime was becoming really on the evening news. And as we started to work with customers who installed ZDP, it wasn't too long, probably around 2017, when customers realized that ZDP and the underlying SnapVX technology of PowerMax could be best used to preserve and restore good data after an attack with the help of a triggering event, one of which being an intrusion of, say, a bad actor into the PowerMax mainframe storage. When talking with customers, we were being asked to assist with the detection of possible cyber events on their PowerMax. We see the data and access patterns to the data coming to PowerMax. Could we detect anomalies and send up a flare, give them some indication that there is some unusual behavior occurring in accesses to the data and the rates of access to the data, so that they can take a closer look and determine if there's some bad actor in the system. With that request in mind, we discussed various ways to provide a mechanism and a tool to detect atypical behavior within the storage resources. These discussions led to the creation of zCID. zCID provides continual monitoring of a CKD data's working set size and will issue alerts when unusual access rates are detected.
Wow, Bruce, I mean, there's a tremendous amount of history and understanding and even collaboration with our customers to bring zCID, from the development labs out to our customers for those PowerMax and mainframe users. So the real value, it sounds like, for zCID is the intelligent reporting, normal behavior, and allowing the customer to really dictate what atypical behavior is. So that once atypical behavior is seen by zCID, what are customers asking the tool to do?
Yeah, you're right, Justin. It's been a really great collaborative effort working with our customers in a really exciting area. This first release of zCID, customers want to be alerted that atypical behavior occurred against their storage resources. And zCID will continuously monitor the ZOS resources and post messages in the ZOS syslog to inform the customer of atypical behavior. But before going any deeper into zCID, Justin, how about you explain how it actually works?
Yes, think about the best thing a great detective does, Bruce, is they're reliable, right? They look for clues, they follow the clues, and ultimately they're trying to solve the crime or predict what happens. And for us, the crime is encrypting data, destroying data. As you know, that's a bad thing. So think about a break-in scene from your favorite movie. Criminals, what do? They prod, they knock on windows, they look in, through windows to see a vulnerability, to see something, if they can get in, and ultimately something bad might happen because of that. Well, in the same way with zCID, zCID is our detective, and it captures the clues and it starts to follow the data access patterns. So it answers questions like, what's normal? To my movie analogy, when does the homeowner unlock the door? Or when do they, open a window? zCID monitors that behavior, and in the case of PowerMax, the normal access patterns is your working set size for user data. So when a window is broken, or a lock is picked, or a door is kicked in, that's an anomaly, right, Bruce? So PowerMax zCID can detect the same similar anomalies, and as you said, send up the flare to let the customer know.
Through your testing and customer conversations, Justin, how do you see customers actually implementing zCID?
So before getting into the implementation strategy of zCID, Bruce, it's important to talk about some of the foundational pieces of zCID. So zCID, it collects information at the data set level, the volume level, or SMS group level. And from that, zCID can show the access rate. And from showing the access rate over a period of time, then customers can look at that and deduce what's atypical access rate. So while monitoring more specifically the read and write access, or both, within a specific interval, that's our working set size. And from that, you can start to look at your weekly, your daily, your quarterly, your yearly access rates of those ZOS workloads. So knowing that, how would a customer want to implement zCID? Here's a strategy that we feel customers could take to maximize their value of cyber intrusion detection for Z systems. Step one is run zCID in live mode. That's the active collection of the access rates of the ZOS workloads you're monitoring. Step two is really stop zCID in live run mode and then use the batch mode facility of zCID to start creating the reports so that customers can look and figure out what is atypical access rates for those ZOS workloads. Once customers figure out the atypical rate, you can create warning statements to give zCID. So once you create these warning statements, start zCID back up with the warning statements, which is step 4, and then zCID is continuously monitoring those ZOS resources for the atypical access rates and will send up the flare if one of those warning statements are hit. So I talked about implementation strategy and some of the foundational pieces. Bruce, can you summarize zCID for us?
Sure, Justin. So zCID provides the continual monitoring of CKD data's working set size, and we're going to issue alerts when we detect unusual access rates to the system and notify you through the ZOS syslog. We hope you've enjoyed this overview video. Thank you for joining us. We're really excited about the introduction of zCID and the kind of value it can bring to your environment and your ongoing needs around cyber resiliency and increasing your cyber resiliency in your mainframe environment.
If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at www.dell.com/mainframe. We thank you for your time.